How could something like this happen to one of the most loved and protected artists in the world? That is the question echoing through every corner of the internet tonight, as news broke that the person who secretly entered Jungkook's home and injured him has finally been identified, and the truth behind it has left HYBE, the members, and millions of fans speechless. The revelation did not come with a statement or a press release. It came with silence, a heavy, emotional silence that fell inside HYBE headquarters the moment the suspect's name appeared on an internal report. According to sources close to the agency, the discovery sent shockwaves through the building. Some staff reportedly cried. Others refused to believe what they saw. And one name, whispered in disbelief, spread like wildfire. Someone Jungkook once trusted. That's what makes this case more than just a break-in. It is a betrayal. A private wound that has now become public, leaving scars deeper than the physical injury Jungkook sustained. The attacker wasn't a random trespasser or a deranged stranger. Early indications suggest that the person may have had personal access, someone who knew Jungkook's routine, his security blind spots, even his most private hours. But who exactly was this person, and how did they manage to enter one of the most secure residences in Seoul? When the first report surfaced about the break-in weeks ago, fans around the world reacted with panic and anger. The idea that Jungkook, known for his discipline, strength, and kindness, could be harmed inside his own home seemed unthinkable. Security at HYBE artists' residences is among the tightest in the K-pop industry, often involving multiple layers of surveillance and private guards. Yet somehow someone breached that wall. The mystery grew as HYBE refused to disclose details, stating only that an internal investigation was ongoing. Now, that investigation has led to a shocking revelation that no one, not even the most cynical observers, could have predicted. HYBE's reaction was immediate and emotional. One insider described the atmosphere as frozen. No one could move. No one could speak. Even Bang Si-hyuk, the chairman known for his composed demeanor, was reportedly seen leaving a meeting early, visibly shaken. But the most heartbreaking moment came from Jin, who is said to have broken down in tears after learning the identity of the intruder. Witnesses claim he whispered something before walking away. "Not this person, please, not this person." That sentence alone has ignited speculation across social media. What did Jin mean? Did he know the suspect personally? Was the individual connected to the group's past, or perhaps to someone in their inner circle? HYBE has not confirmed or denied any connection, and all official statements have remained minimal, further fueling online theories and emotional chaos among ARMY. For millions of fans, the pain runs deep. ARMY has always been protective of Jungkook, the youngest member, the one who often hides his vulnerability behind laughter and perfection. To know that someone infiltrated his safe space and physically hurt him feels like a violation shared by everyone who loves him. We feel like it happened to us. One fan from Brazil wrote on social media. Another said, "He gives us strength every day, and now he's the one who needs protection." As the story unfolded, the focus shifted from fear to outrage. How could someone so close betray that trust? How long had they been planning this? Why was HYBE silent for so long? Each question adds to a growing storm of anger and sorrow that now surrounds the agency and the members. But beyond the questions, there lies a deeper emotional wound, a reminder that even global icons like Jungkook are human, fragile, and not immune to harm. Jungkook, who is reportedly still recovering under medical supervision, has not released any statement. Sources say he has chosen silence, perhaps out of shock, perhaps because the truth still hurts too much to speak aloud. Those who have seen him describe a quiet strength, but also sadness in his eyes that wasn't there before. "He's holding it in," one insider said. "He doesn't want to worry the fans. But he's hurting." HYBE's security department has since been completely restructured. The agency has launched an internal review of all staff and contractors who had any access to Jungkook's home or schedule. According to multiple sources, several employees have been suspended pending investigation. But even with these actions, one question continues to dominate. How did this happen and why now? The timing of the incident raises even more questions. Jungkook was in the middle of an important creative phase, recording, filming, and preparing for upcoming projects rumored to mark a major turning point in his solo career. Some analysts speculate that the attack may have been timed deliberately, intended to disrupt or emotionally damage him at a crucial moment. But who would gain from that? No one seems to have an answer, not even HYBE. Social media has turned into a battlefield of theories. Some fans believe the person could have been a former staff member. Others fear it might be someone from Jungkook's past, possibly a disgruntled acquaintance or even a person obsessed with him. The lack of official details has only deepened the collective anxiety. ARMY's emotional reaction is unlike anything seen before, trending hashtags worldwide, without being named by HYBE, and candlelight vigils online, where fans gather virtually to send messages of love and protection for Jungkook. Meanwhile, Jin's visible distress has opened another emotional layer to the story. Why did he cry? What did he know? Insiders close to the group reveal that Jin and Jungkook share a deeply protective bond, especially after Jin's military service and return to the stage. Jin reportedly sees Jungkook like a younger brother, and the thought that someone from within could harm him broke something inside him. His tears, captured in brief accounts from HYBE staff, became a symbol of what millions felt at that moment: heartbreak, disbelief, and the terrifying realization that fame offers no shield against betrayal. As the investigation progresses, law enforcement officials are working closely with HYBE to determine the motive. The suspect has reportedly been taken into custody, though their identity remains sealed for legal reasons. The emotional tension in Seoul is palpable. Fans waiting outside HYBE's building, some in tears, holding banners that read, "Protect Jungkook at all costs." Others have flooded social media with messages demanding justice, accountability, and truth. The global media has also taken notice. Major outlets have begun covering the case not as entertainment news, but as a security and psychological story, a tragic example of the dangers of fame and obsession. Experts warn that incidents like this reveal a darker side of the industry, the thin line between adoration and intrusion. When fans cross the line into someone's private life, it stops being love. One cultural analyst said, "It becomes something else, something dangerous." But perhaps the most haunting part of this entire situation is not the act itself, but what it represents. For Jungkook, whose journey from a shy teenager to a global superstar has been marked by discipline and resilience, this incident challenges the very foundation of trust. Every familiar face, every knock on the door, every shadow, they now carry a question. And for Jin, whose tears reflected the shock of betrayal, it might take time to heal the emotional wound left behind by a name that was once trusted. HYBE has promised full cooperation with authorities and assured fans that Jungkook's safety remains the top priority. In the coming days, more details are expected to emerge, but for now, the silence feels heavier than words. The agency's hallways, once filled with music and laughter, are reportedly quieter, as if the entire company is mourning not just the incident, but the loss of innocence that came with it. They hurt him,